I had a meeting with a law firm. One of the projects I work with is with the law firm, and it's about discrimination. So I interviewed the expert lawyer on the topic, and I said, "So, what does happen when you have the high cost of complaints or discrimination?" And he said, "This is a really interesting story, Ray." He said, "Go, tell me about it." So I said, "What happened was that there's so many insincere or leaders or managers or real uncaring leaders and managers that when a employee lodges a complaint, whether it is valid or not, they tend to ignore it. They tend to think it's not important. They delay it. They sometimes hide it. Or sometimes they just take it for granted that maybe this employee doesn't really, is not believable." And he says that 80%, 70 to 80% of the complaints and becomes lawsuits stems from the fact that there are insincere managers and caring leaders whom when somebody comes to them with a certain concern, they would not pay attention to. I was stunned by this because we would think that there's an actual violation. Maybe there's no violation. The person just want to share an incident that happens at work. But the person, the leaders did not pay attention to it. This reminds me of the fact that when you're looking at communicating stories or lessons in your program, whether e-learning or in classroom sessions, we're looking at the root stories, the root causes. And many of those root causes actually brings us back to the realization that there is a learning lesson. So in this case, when you're looking at the 70%, 80% reason for uncaring managers, you begin to connect that. That is probably the most important lesson when you talk about discrimination or avoiding lawsuits in the company.